Alright, we were doing another flight. We were doing San Luis to Santa Barbara. This video, I've re-recorded this intro 9 times maybe. I first couldn't start this plane for the first 3 times, and then I hopped in the G36, the Bonanza aircraft. And in that aircraft, I was having some issues, and I realized, I looked into it a little more, the PA28 actually has a bug when starting it. Even though I'm starting it correctly with my panel, there is a bug with it, so we have to use an auto start button. Pretty lame, but we can at least walk through what the start checklist would have been, assuming it be right. Alright, we're inside the airplane now. Pre-flight was successful. We'll try to start this plane. There's a bug when starting, and I'll show you what I mean. So we will turn on all our power, make sure our radios are good. We can turn on our navs and strobes. We can move our prop up. Fuel selector to the left. Actually, the fuel selector I have to do manually. So once we get to this part where we actually start our engine, we can move our mixture up. And then we will prime the engine maybe 5 times. And then at this point, you'd assume we could crack the throttle up a little bit, turn our magneto switch, but as you can see, our manifold pressure jumps far too high and our engine is killed. So my workaround is I have an auto start button. When you press that, it starts up the engine and then it works normally. Okay, let's tune into ATIS and see what information we're on and what runways we're using.
Dew point 17. Altimeter 29er 2. VFR conditions. Landing and departing runway 29er. Advise on initial contact, you have information golf.
Okay, information golf, runway 29er. What we will do is ground is on 126.1. We'll tune in. We will also tune up our nav 1 frequency. Alright, our VFR is tuned. Let's tune into San Luis ground and let them know what our plan is. San Luis ground, Piper November 73 Sierra Bravo at General Aviation Parking, VFR to Santa Barbara with information Gulf request taxi.
November 739 Sierra Bravo, runway 29er taxi via Echo.
Taxiing to runway 29er, taxiing via Echo, November 739er Sierra Bravo. Okay, they'll give us a...
November 739 Sierra Bravo. Contact San Luis Tower 124.0. See you.
Tuning into tower on 124.0. Have a good day. I don't have a lot of these frequencies written down. Usually I have my little notebook where I can write down the frequencies before flight. I know some of them off the top of my head, but not all of them. Okay, yeah, Echo is right here, so that was maybe the easiest taxi of my life. Our VOR is tuned, and we have the location on our HSI, just in case the VFR, I keep saying VFR, just in case the VOR doesn't lead us to the right spot. I do have a direct to route on my kneeboard, so we can use that as 100% guaranteed navigation, but we should try to use our VOR. Everything looks gray, all our lights are good. We will contact tower 124.0 and we will let them know. San Luis Tower, Piper November 739er Sierra Bravo, ready for departure runway 29, VFR southbound.
November 739 Sierra Bravo, San Luis Tower. Wind 215 at 5, fly heading 140, runway 29er. Cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 29er, flying heading 140, November 739 Sierra Bravo. Okay. Now this plane, I don't know if the plane is fully bugged, but yesterday it was taking off at like 50 knots. And I'm not too sure on any of the V-speeds on this thing, if that is accurate to real life, but it doesn't seem like it to me. I feel like this plane would be more of like a 60 to 80 knot range. But we'll still try our best to get a good takeoff. It might be a little bit rough. We will move our flaps into the 15-degree position. We will check everything once over again. He's going to give us a squawk once we're in the air, so we should be ready for that. And for whatever reason, my knee board is not showing me my exact position. Okay, doesn't matter. We will start my timer so I can get a general idea of the flight time. We're having heavy, a lot of right rudder. Whoa. Okay, see, that is what I mean. We started. Okay, here, let's just get off the ground. We started taking off there at 20 knots. I don't know what the issue is, but that is seriously bugged. This plane definitely does not have a 20 knot takeoff speed. We'll forgive it for now. Let's just get in the air stable. The smallest movement on the yoke shakes this entire plane up and down. I'm trying to get it so that we can get enough trim where I can release pressure and still have good climb. Okay, tower's probably going to contact us soon with our
November
squawk.
739 Sierra Bravo, reset transponder. Squawk 4310.
Squawk 4310, November 739 Sierra Bravo. Okay, we'll contact Santa Barbara approach and try to get some landing clearance. We are currently 30.1 nautical mile away. Santa Barbara approach, Piper November 739 Sierra Bravo. VFR 30 miles northwest, 4,500 feet, inbound with full stop. I think I'm supposed to say inbound with
November 739 Sierra Bravo, Santa Barbara departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 5,000 feet, altimeter 29902.
climbing to maintain 5,000 feet, altimeter 29902, November 739 Sierra Bravo.
November 739 Sierra Bravo, Santa Barbara approach. Expect radar vectors, runway 25.
Expecting runway 25 with radar vectors, November 739 Sierra Bravo. Santa Barbara Tower, November 739 Sierra Bravo, turning right onto final landing runway 25. Oh, I did not realize how close we are. We are super high for this.
Santa Barbara Tower, November 739 Sierra Bravo, landing runway 25 is not supported at this time. Please make a taxi request on the appropriate frequency.
November 739 Sierra Bravo. Cleared visual approach runway 25.
Cleared for visual runway 25, November 739 Sierra Bravo.
November 739 Sierra Bravo. Contact Santa Barbara Tower 119.7. Take care.
Tuning into Santa Barbara Tower 119.7, November 739 Sierra Bravo. Santa Barbara Tower, Piper November 739 Sierra Bravo. Visual approach to runway 25 with information Gulf.
November 739 Sierra Bravo, Santa Barbara Tower, wind 145 at 5, runway 25 cleared to land.
Okay, we got to drop altitude super quickly. Cleared to land runway 25, November 739 Sierra Bravo. It's a very deep approach. This guy better hold short of this runway.
November 739 Sierra Bravo, exit left at Foxtrot.
Oh, Bonanza G35. Let's go. V35, I mean. Don't know what he's doing.
November 739 Sierra Bravo, contact ground 121.7.
November 739 Sierra Bravo, contacting ground on runway on frequency 121.7.
November 739 Sierra Bravo, welcome to Santa Barbara Municipal. Stay parking or advise if need assignment.
Can I get assigned parking November 739 Sierra Bravo?
November 739 Sierra Bravo, say again ramp number.
We'll just make one up. Ramp 6, November 739 Sierra Bravo.
November 739 Sierra Bravo, ramp 6 taxi via Mike Alpha. Hold short runway 15 right.
Taxi to ramp 6 via Mike Alpha, holding short runway 15 right.
November 739 Sierra Bravo, cross runway 15 right at Alpha. Continue taxi via Mike Alpha. Hold short runway 15 left.
Crossing runway 15 right, holding short runway 15 left. Taxiing via gate 6. Taxiing to gate 6 via Mike Alpha. Okay, we actually were going the right way somehow.
November 739 Sierra Bravo, cross runway 15 left at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo Bravo.
Crossing runway 15 left at Echo, continuing taxi via Echo Bravo to ramp 6. down, lights off, fuel tank centered, flaps up, magnetos off. We'll leave everything as is. Avionics, alternator, battery off. That was a 1 hour and 7 minute flight. Now, there was a lot of issues. For instance, when landing, I had to circle like 8 times, and I was just flying random headings they'd give me, because for whatever reason, the tower frequency broke or bugged or something, and they wouldn't accept that I was going to be landing on runway 25. But I was able to get it through in the end. The taxi was a little rough, and the approach was super rough. It was super shallow approach. The landing was all right, but it could have been better. And there's a lot more I need to work on. I'm glad we got the VOR to work. And I'm glad that all the systems work. I'm probably not going to fly this plane again. It seems like this plane is bugged. But I will do another video next Tuesday.